Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosie Victoria and I'm the creator of the Misfit Business Lounge. Now today we're going to be diving into your November Aquarius reading, so please stay tuned and drop me a like and subscribe down below for more monthly content. Now Aquarius, as I'm leaning into your energy, one of the biggest things coming to the surface right now is a need to think for yourself. It feels like you're in this position as we're going through November where you almost feel like you're being backed into a corner. There's a lot of projections happening right now from the outside space, and that can make it very, very sensitive in the energy because we can lose sight of our own thought process. Now, what's really needed as we're going into this month is for you to sit down and say, what are my thoughts and what are other people's thoughts? Because it feels like there's a distinct mesh, right? And so within that, you've lost sight of your own thought process and you're kind of taking on somebody else's thoughts and somebody's ideas about life in general, philosophy. And with that, I feel like you're losing sight of yourself a little bit. It feels very much as though there's a very dominant energy in your reality. And when we look at these dominating energies, it feels like there's thoughts that are very strong in the field, right? And so it can make it hard to trust yourself and trust your own thought process about what is right for you. But the thing that I wrote down, because I always channel with a pen and a piece of paper first, is the battle between head and heart. It feels like your head is wanting to follow other people's logic. And this is where you feel guided by the logic that other people are feeding you. And so when they're saying, you need to do this, or this is going to be best for us, and there's a very clear language here of this is what's going to be right for us, this is who we are, it's almost like somebody's categorizing you as one of them. And so they're making you think like them rather than giving you permission to have your own thought process. And what you really need is your own thought process right now, because you need to separate from other people's energy. What I'm seeing is that you've become so entangled that you have lost thought of your own thought process, of your own vision, of your own communication with self. And so it's so needed for you to come back to your vision and to come back to your own personality and identity. And so whoever it is in your life that you're just becoming a little bit suffocated by, it's time to put some space in between the two of you. Now, what I'm seeing is this suffocation is both physical and mental. Just going into the physical suffocation, what does come to the surface is this feeling of oh, give me space. Like, you want to spend every minute with me. It just feels like you can't catch a minute to yourself. And sometimes this can be hard, right? If we're in relationships or we have children or we've got people around us, but you need to be finding time for yourself because it's no longer serving you to always be available to other people. And it is making some of your thought processes very, very difficult because you're trying to think clearly, but you don't have the time to actually think clearly. You're going to have to go across the plan. Like, the plan is not straightforward right now. The vision is not straightforward. You're going to have to almost interject diagonally through it. And this is a reminder that sometimes we have to go through something rather than going straight road to where it is that we desire to be. Now, that doesn't mean that your goals aren't still as anticipated, but what it does mean is that you're no longer just going down the straight road. You're kind of going around things to get to where it is that you desire to be. That might feel quite long-winded, but actually it's part of the vision now moving forward to align you and step you into a new chapter. Now, this is not a beginning. I feel like it's an ending. Like, it's an ending of listening to everybody else but yourself, choosing everybody else's thoughts beyond yours. It feels like okay, I don't care, like, I'm doing what I want to do type of mentality. And that's not really how you've been the last couple of months. You have just been in overwhelm from everybody's opinions. But now it's like okay, I'm going round things and I know everybody's guiding me the other way, but I'm going to go this way because that's what feels right for me. And so if I just go this way, that's me trusting myself. And you know what? You might think this, and this, but at least I trusted myself. It's almost like, I can only describe it as other people babying you. Have you felt like other people are, offering so much support to you that it's suffocating because you feel like you can't do anything for yourself? It's like they mean well and it's not coming from malicious intention, but it is starting to cloud your judgment and it is stopping you from really stepping into your personal power and your relationship with yourself at the highest possible level. So I am seeing a major, major need for you to kind of disconnect from those thought processes and come back to your head and your heart and see which one is winning right now and where it wants to take you. Now, you can expect to rebalance out some of the relationship dynamics inside of your life right now, because where you've become slightly entangled with the people around you, people get comfortable with that position, right? And so as you start to choose yourself a little bit more, you might feel like, oh, have I rocked the boat a bit? Have I upset people? It's okay, you've not upset people, everything's going to be fine. But I feel like it's that unbalance of the situation feels different right now. And so some of you will actually start to feel like you're going through distance within some of your relationships, whether that friendship, relationships. That distance is not permanent and it's not going to last forever. I know it doesn't feel very nice, but it's sometimes needed just so that you can clear other people's energy away. And so whatever distance you're going through, it is going to kind of come back to closeness, but it's going to come back to closeness in a healthy way. Rather than just spending all the time together, you're actually going to be getting intimacy together. Right now, it feels like these friendships and relationships that are too close for comfort. It's like you're just together, but you're not really having valuable time. And so you're rubbing off on each other in this really frustrating way, and you're kind of becoming one another rather than your own identities and individuality. Now you need to separate and learn what it means to be around each other in a healthy way, still owning who you are and the roots of your existence. And so this month is a little bit of a push away so that you can pull back together stronger than ever. So some of you will go through distance and then rekindle relationships. This is going to iron itself out. It's not a permanent thing, but it's needed so that you can come back to the roots of yourself and really just like choose your own pathway. Don't take on too much outside influence right now. Self-trust is absolutely huge for you.